March 2005. My coworker Dave logs into his bank account, checks his auto loan balance. 0. Paid off after 6 years of $800 monthly payments. I did the same thing the same day. My loan, also 0. Also paid off. 6 years of payments finally done. Dave called me that afternoon. Excited. Free. No more car payment. Talked about what he'd do with that $800 a month. 3 weeks later, Dave's in a dealership signing papers on a brand new truck. $750 monthly payment. 7 to 2 months. 3 weeks of freedom. Then right back to payments for another 6 years. I made a different choice. Kept driving my paid-off car. Set up automatic transfer. $800 monthly to an index fund. Never touched it. 20 years later, Dave's still making car payments. Always has been. Probably always will be. That $800 I started investing in March 2005, worth $1.2 million today. Same job, same starting point. One decision in 30 days. $1.2 million gap. If you've ever paid off a car or you're counting down to that moment, hit that like button right now, because what you do in the month after payoff determines everything. My name is Mike, and I'm breaking down exactly why my coworker celebrated his car payoff by immediately throwing away $1 million. Subscribe because I'm showing you the exact mistake 90% of people make the month their car payment ends. Let me tell you about Dave before March 2005. Same apartment complex as me. Both 32 years old. Both making about $55,000 a year. Both driving cars we bought new in 1999. Dave's car, Honda Accord. Nice car. Reliable. $800 payment since 1999. My car, Toyota Camry. Also nice. Also reliable. $800 payment since 1999. 6-year loans. Standard back then. We both hit payoff at the same time. I remember the day Dave called me. March 15th, 2005. His checking his account. Balance, 0. He sounds different on the phone. Lighter. Says he didn't believe it at first. Refreshed the page twice. No more payment. First time in 6 years he didn't owe money on a car. I checked mine the same day. Same feeling. Relief. Freedom. $800 a month suddenly freed up. We grabbed coffee that weekend. Both talking about what we'd do with the money. Dave said maybe save it. Maybe take a vacation. Maybe get a nicer place. I said I'd probably invest it. Keep driving my car. Let the money compound. Dave nodded. Said that made sense. 2 weeks later, Dave mentions he went to a dealership. Just looking. Not buying. Just seeing what's out there. 1 week after that, Dave pulls up in a brand new truck. Shiny. Loaded. Leather seats. Premium sound. I asked him what happened. Thought he was going to save the money. He says the salesman made him an offer. $750 a month. Basically the same payment he just finished. And the truck is beautiful. He deserves it after 6 years of payments. Signed a 7 to 2 month loan. 6 more years of payments starting immediately. I didn't say anything. His choice. His money. But I did something different that same month. Comment below. Would you have bought the new truck or invested the money? Be honest. Because this is where 90% of people go wrong. March 25th, 2005. I set up automatic transfer. $800. Same day my old payment used to hit. Goes straight to a Vanguard S&P 500 index fund. I don't see the money. Don't think about it. Just runs automatically. Keep driving my paid-off Camry. It's got 120,000 miles. Runs perfectly. Why replace it? Dave's making $750 monthly on his new truck. I'm investing $800 monthly. Different paths starting from the exact same place. Let me show you what happened year by year. Year 1, 2005 to 2006. Dave, making payments. Building equity slowly in his truck. Mostly paying interest. Feels good driving something new. Me, investing $800 monthly. Market's decent. Account grows to about 10,000. Year 5, 2005 to 2010. Dave, still making payments. Then 2008 crashes a market in car values. His truck drops hard. Owes more than it's worth for 2 years. Underwater. Stressed about it. Me, market crash too. My account dropped from 50,000 to 35,000. But I kept investing. Bought shares cheap. By 2010, back to 60,000. Year 10, 2005 to 2015. Dave paid off the truck in 2011. Finally, drove it for 20 months. Then traded it in for something newer. New loan, $700 monthly. Back in debt again. Me, still investing. Never stopped. Account worth $170,000. Still driving paid-off cars. Bought a used car with cash in 2012. Hit that like button if you're seeing the pattern here, because it gets more dramatic. Year 15, 2005 to 2020. Dave, on his third vehicle since payoff. Currently paying $850 for an SUV is at 3 years. COVID hits. Gets furloughed. Payment becomes a crisis. Nearly loses the car. Me, account worth $430,000. COVID crash? Another buying opportunity. Keep investing through it. Working from home. No payment stress. Year 20, 2005 to 2025. Today, Dave, still making payments. $890 a month now. Fourth vehicle since 2005. Currently 3 years into a 6-year loan. Total is spent on cars over 20 years. $192,000 in payments, trade-ins, down payments, fees. Current vehicle value, about $30,000. Net position, he paid $192,000 to own $30,000 worth of vehicles. Me, no car payment since March 2005. 20 years of freedom. That $800 monthly investment, compounded to $1.2 million. Current car, paid off, worth about $25,000. Net position, $1.225 million. The difference between us, $1.4 million. Created by one decision in March 2005. Compounded over 20 years. Drop a comment. How much is your car actually costing you over 20 years? Because most people never run this math. I want to show you exactly what Dave never calculated. $800 a month invested at 10% average return. Year 5, $60,000. Year 10, $170,000. Year 15, $400,000. Year 20, $630,000. Year 25, $1.1 million. Year 30, $1.8 million. Dave's been making car payments for 20 years straight. Never stopped. Average $800 monthly. He's paid $192,000 total. What does he have? A truck worth $30,000 in 3 years left on his current loan. I invested the same $192,000. What do I have? $1.2 million and zero debt. He gave his money to dealerships. I gave mine to the stock market. The market gave it back with $900,000 in growth. Dealerships gave him depreciation. Smash that like button if this math is shocking to you, because Dave still doesn't understand it. I see Dave in the parking lot sometimes. We're both 48 now. His truck is newer than my car. Looks better, shinier, more features. But here's what you can't see from the parking lot. I could quit my job tomorrow, live off my investments for years. Figure out what I actually want to do. Dave can't. His $890 payment requires his income every month. No gaps, no breaks. I could take a lower-paying job I'd enjoy more. The investment income covers the difference. Dave can't. He needs every dollar to cover his obligations. I can tell my boss no without calculating whether I can afford to lose this job. Dave can't. The payment requires him to stay. The freedom is invisible, but it's everything. Dave's truck announces nothing about his actual financial position. It just announces he has a payment. My older car announces I don't care what strangers think about my net worth. That's a trade-off nobody explains. Here's what Dave says when I bring this up. I need a reliable car. Can't drive something old. What if it breaks down? His new truck, been in the shop 4 times this year. Transmission issue. Electrical problem. Software update. Recall. My 8-year-old car, regular maintenance. Runs perfectly. 180,000 miles. Zero problems. New doesn't mean reliable. It means you're still paying for it. Dave's other line. I work hard. I deserve to drive something nice. He does work hard. So do I. But I define nice differently. Nice is having $1.2 million invested. Nice is options. Nice is freedom. Dave defines nice as a newer dashboard and a bigger payment. We both have what we wanted, just very different definitions of success. Subscribe right now because I'm showing you exactly how to avoid Dave's trap and become the millionaire instead. Here's what you actually do when your car payment ends. Step 1. Do not go to a dealership for any reason. Not to look, not to browse. Stay away. The moment you walk in, you're in a system designed to get you back into payments. They are better at selling than you are at not buying. Step 2. Automate the redirect immediately. Same day your payment ends. Set up automatic transfer to a brokerage account. Exact amount. Same day it used to leave. Don't give yourself 48 hours. Your brain will spend it. Step 3. Keep driving the paid-off car. Modern cars last 200 to 300,000 miles with basic maintenance. Dave's bought 4 cars in 20 years. I've bought 2, both with cash. His cost, $192,000. My cost, $38,000. Difference, $154,000 saved before we even talk about investing. Step 4. Build a separate car fund. Put $200 monthly into a high-yield savings account. Just for your next car. 5 years, $12,000. 7 years, $18,000. Add your trade-in value. Buy the next car with cash. Never finance again. Step 5. Let the investment compound forever. Don't touch it. Don't check it daily. Just let it run. That's how $800 monthly becomes $1.2 million over 20 years. Dave skipped all 5 steps. Went straight back to payments. Stayed there for 20 years. Let me tell you the conversation Dave and I had last month. We're in the parking lot. He's getting into his truck. I'm getting into my car. He says, "You still driving that thing?" I say, "Yeah, runs great. No payments." He laughs. "Man, you should upgrade. We make good money now. You can afford something nice." I don't tell him about the $1.2 million. Not my style. But I think about it. And I think about his payment. And I think about the freedom he traded for a nicer dashboard. And I get in my paid-off car. And I drive home. And I check my investment account. And I'm grateful I made a different choice 20 years ago. Comment one last time. Are you going to be Dave or are you going to break the cycle? Because this decision happens in 30 days after payoff. Bottom line, my coworker Dave paid off his car in March 2005. 3 weeks later, signed up for a new payment. He has been making car payments for 20 years straight. Total spent, $192,000. Current value, $30,000 in vehicles. I paid off my car the same month. Invested the $800 instead. Haven't had a payment in 20 years. Total invested, $192,000. Current value, $1.2 million. The gap, $1.4 million created by one decision in 30 days. Dave will make car payments until he retires. Maybe longer. I'll never make another one. Already financially free from money he gave to dealerships. The car payoff isn't the win. What you do in the 30 days after is the win. Dave celebrated for 3 weeks, then gave his freedom back. I kept mine for 20 years and turned it into $1 million. Your car payment ends eventually. What happens next is entirely up to you. Choose wisely.